The lights dimmed. Thousands of fans held their breath as the familiar opening music echoed throughout the stadium. Every eye was fixed on the massive stage, waiting for one of the most anticipated moments of the night. BTS had already delivered several breathtaking performances. The energy inside the venue was unlike anything anyone had ever experienced. An army could feel that another unforgettable moment was about to happen. Among the roaring cheers, Park Jimin stepped into the spotlight with the confidence that has made him one of the most admired performers in the world. His graceful movements immediately captivated the audience. Every step was precise, every expression carried emotion, and every second reminded fans why countless choreographers and dance professionals often praise his extraordinary stage presence. For years, there was one signature move that audiences around the world eagerly anticipated whenever Jimin performed certain songs: the aerial flip. It wasn't just another dance move. It became one of the defining symbols of Jimin's fearless performance style. Fans screamed every time he launched himself into the air. Concert compilations featuring the breathtaking flip accumulated millions of views online. Reaction videos flooded social media. Professional dancers analyzed his athletic ability. Even casual viewers who knew very little about K-pop were often left amazed after watching the gravity-defying move. The flip became synonymous with excitement. It represented confidence. It represented trust. Most importantly, it represented Jimin's relentless commitment to delivering unforgettable performances, no matter how challenging the choreography might be. That is why many fans were surprised when, over time, they began noticing something unusual. The famous aerial flip seemed to disappear from several live performances. At first, many assumed it was simply a different version of the choreography. Others believed the venue might not have been suitable. Some guessed it was because of the stage design. But as more concerts passed, discussions started appearing across fan communities. Did anyone notice Jimin didn't do the flip? Is everything okay? Was the choreography changed? Did BigHit decide to remove it? The question spread rapidly across social media. Video comparisons appeared online. Fans edited together performances from different years. One clip showed Jimin executing the breathtaking aerial perfectly. Another showed the same musical section, performed with a safer transition instead. The difference became impossible to ignore. Soon, theories began circulating everywhere. Some claimed the company had permanently banned the move. Others insisted it was Jimin's own decision. A few even believed it was related to technical changes in the stage production. As the conversations continued, one important reality became increasingly clear. Performing an aerial flip during a live concert is far more complicated than it appears. Unlike gymnastics competitions, concerts are unpredictable environments. Stages vary from city to city. Some are slightly softer. Others are harder. Humidity changes. Temperature changes. Even the shoes performer wear can influence stability during explosive movements. What audiences experience as a beautiful 3-second highlight actually requires months, sometimes years, of preparation. Timing must be perfect. Landing must be perfect. Balance must be perfect. One tiny mistake can result in serious injury. Professional dancers understand this better than anyone. Athletic dance moves combine artistry with physical risk. The audience sees elegance. The performer feels impact. Every landing sends force through the ankles, knees, hips, and spine. Repeating that impact dozens or even hundreds of times over multiple tours significantly increases physical strain. This reality is something experienced performers constantly manage behind the scenes. Jimin has long been recognized for his dedication to dance. Before debuting with BTS, he trained extensively in contemporary dance, developing remarkable flexibility, balance, and body control. Those skills became one of the defining characteristics of his performances. Fans admired not only his technique, but also the emotion he poured into every movement. Whether performing a powerful group choreography or an intimate solo stage, Jimin consistently demonstrated an ability to combine athletic precision with expressive storytelling. However, extraordinary performers often push themselves beyond ordinary limits. Throughout BTS's career, fans have witnessed moments where members continued performing despite fatigue, demanding rehearsal schedules or minor injuries. Like many world-class entertainers, they are deeply committed to giving audiences unforgettable experiences. That dedication is inspiring, but it also highlights the importance of protecting long-term health. As BTS's concerts became increasingly ambitious, every aspect of production evolved. Stages grew larger. Visual effects became more sophisticated. Moving platforms, lifts, pyrotechnics, LED floors, and complex camera movements all had to be coordinated with choreography. Safety planning became even more critical. Behind every spectacular performance stands an enormous team of choreographers, production managers, engineers, medical staff, trainers, and safety specialists. Every performance is carefully evaluated. Every transition is rehearsed repeatedly. Every potentially dangerous element receives additional attention. When a choreography includes aerial movements, the evaluation becomes even more detailed. Questions must be answered before every show. Is the stage surface identical to rehearsals? Has weather affected the flooring? Will camera equipment reduce available space? Are performers physically prepared after traveling across multiple cities? These considerations are invisible to the audience, but essential for ensuring everyone returns home safely after the concert. This is why performance adjustments are not unusual in the entertainment industry. Artists frequently modify choreography over time. Sometimes the changes improve camera angles. Sometimes they better match new stage designs. Sometimes they reduce unnecessary physical risk while preserving the emotional impact of the performance. For fans, however, emotional attachment to iconic moments can make these changes feel significant. The aerial flip wasn't simply a stunt. It became part of concert history. It became something audiences expected. Whenever the music reached that familiar section, anticipation filled the arena. Would Jimin do it tonight? Every concert carried that question. And when the move was replaced, curiosity naturally followed. Online discussions became increasingly passionate. Some fans argued that protecting Jimin's health should always come first. Others admitted they missed seeing the spectacular flip, but understood why adjustments might be necessary. Many longtime fans pointed out an important truth. Jimin has never been defined by a single move. His artistry extends far beyond one acrobatic element. His emotional delivery, his graceful lines, his powerful vocals while dancing, his ability to connect with audiences through subtle facial expressions. These qualities remain the true foundation of his performances. Even without an aerial flip, Jimin continues captivating stadiums filled with tens of thousands of people. That realization shifted many conversations. Instead of asking why one move disappeared, fans began appreciating the countless other details that make every performance unforgettable. His fluid transitions, his remarkable balance, his synchronization with fellow BTS members, his ability to maintain stable vocals during demanding choreography. These achievements require extraordinary discipline. Professional dancers often explain that removing one dangerous movement does not make choreography easier. In many cases, alternative movements demand equal musical precision and artistic expression. Replacing risk with elegance is itself a creative challenge. Rather than focusing solely on spectacle, choreographers aim to preserve emotional storytelling. This philosophy aligns with the evolution seen throughout BTS's career. As artists mature, performances often become richer in nuance rather than relying exclusively on physical difficulty. Jimin's stage presence has continued evolving year after year. His confidence appears more natural. His expressions carry greater emotional depth. His movements have become increasingly refined. Many dance experts note that true mastery is not measured by how many difficult tricks a performer can execute, but by how effectively they communicate emotion to an audience. That may explain why fans continue describing Jimin's performances as unforgettable, regardless of whether the aerial flip appears in a particular show. As discussions continued online, many observers also reflected on the demanding reality of global touring. A world tour is not a single performance. It consists of dozens of concerts across multiple countries. Flights, different time zones, endless rehearsals, media appearances, sound checks, costume fittings, interviews, fan events, recovery sessions. The physical workload is extraordinary. Maintaining peak athletic condition under such circumstances requires careful planning. Every decision regarding choreography must balance excitement with sustainability. Because ultimately, the greatest performance is the one that allows artists to continue sharing their music safely for years to come. As conversations continued to spread across fan communities, another perspective slowly began to emerge. Perhaps the real story was never about a single aerial flip. Perhaps it was about something much bigger. Behind every breathtaking BTS concert lies months of preparation that most people never see. Fans witness 2 or 3 unforgettable hours under dazzling lights, but before those lights ever turn on, an enormous amount of planning has already taken place. Every dance move is reviewed repeatedly. Every formation is tested. Every transition is timed down to fractions of a second. For a stadium tour, even the smallest movement can affect lighting cues, camera tracking, stage lifts, pyrotechnics, and the positioning of dozens of performers and crew members. When a choreography includes an aerial element, the preparation becomes even more meticulous. Unlike a dance studio, a concert stage is a constantly changing environment. One venue may have a slightly different floor material than another. Another may have higher humidity. Outdoor performances introduce wind, temperature changes, and even the possibility of rain delays. Although audiences rarely notice these differences, performers certainly do. Professional dancers often describe the stage as something they must learn each time they arrive at a new venue. Before thousands of fans enter the stadium, performers spend hours walking across the stage, testing traction, checking spacing, and familiarizing themselves with every corner. This process helps reduce unnecessary risk. For someone like Jimin, whose performances demand explosive power and incredible balance, those details matter enormously. An aerial flip is not simply about jumping high enough. It begins long before the performer leaves the ground. The takeoff angle must be precise. The rotation speed must remain consistent. The landing must absorb impact safely. Even slight differences in footwear or flooring can influence the outcome. That is why elite performers never treat acrobatic movements casually. Every successful flip is built upon discipline, repetition, and trust in the entire production team. Fans sometimes see only the confidence. They do not see the countless rehearsals that created it. Former dancers and choreographers have often explained that some of the most difficult decisions involve removing crowd-favorite moments, not because the performers are incapable, not because they lack confidence, but because long-term careers require long-term thinking.